Hello everyone and welcome back to the Cactil YouTube channel. Today we have really inspiring young leader, Basel, a 5-year medical student from Yemen, and today we will discuss with him about his experience, his background. He will share quite a lot of great stories with you, examples, inspiration thoughts, and I believe that it will be really valuable and useful for everyone who's watching us today. So let's start our conversation today. Thank you very much, Basil, that you are with us today. Thank you for your time. And it is really a pleasure to talk with you today and discuss about your background, everything that you did, your experience. That's really amazing. Thank you very much.
Right. I'm actually very grateful for your opening and for your giving me the opportunity to be able to interview me and to share my experience with the Capacity program. All right, we can get down to it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. So for the first, could you please tell us a bit more about you, about your background, about your ambitions, about who you are for our viewers?
All right, I'm gonna begin with saying that my name is actually Basel Saleh Bamarhool, and I am Yemeni from Yemen. Actually, I am 27 years old, originally from Yemen, but I lived almost my whole life in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. And I came here in Yemen around 6 years ago to start my undergraduate degree in medicine and to pursue my clinical career after that. So that's pretty much about my personal background.
Thanks a lot. Could you please share with us what inspired you to pursue a career in medicine and what has been the most rewarding aspects of your journey so far?
I guess I took around 3 to 4 years actually after I graduated from high school. And that time I had very much time to work and to be able to understand what I'm going to transit to and what I really like to do for the next 50 years of my life. It took very much time, and my family was very supportive, and they encouraged me to really take my whole time and to decide to which pathway I'm going to take. In that time, I took very few jobs. I tried in many college. I applied for many college, and I was very interested in that time to pursue a career in actually in law. I wanted to study law at first, but the circumstances back then and my opportunities at that time didn't allow me to apply for a full program back then. So I shifted my focus into medicine because I found a lot of things to be, and I was very enthusiastic about the subject and the whole background of this career. So here we are. 50 years in med school.
Thank you very much.
Actually, today I had. All right, I had today my final exam in psychology, and we finished this semester. All right.
Wow, so today you had your exam. So how is it going? Everything's all right, I suppose, because you are so smart and so intelligent. So I believe that everything's all right with your exam.
Thank you for your kind words.
Okay, could you please share with us what motivates you to explore such diverse interests as philosophy, psychology, anthropology, and literature alongside your medical studies?
Actually, yeah. You can find real examples in medicine and the practice of medicine in those subjects or those fields. As you can see, when you extensively read about anthropology and philosophy and history, you may find very general rules and very general lines in how humans develop through these times and through these ages. And medicine is no exclusion from that. We can find the common ground between all these disciplines. And yeah, probably because I'm very enthusiastic about writing too. So it had me to develop these skills necessary for my
Wow,
yeah.
that's really great. And also, as far as I remember from your biography, you also like to play soccer, and you're so passionate about soccer. So how do you balance playing sports, your academic commitments, and your other pursuit that you're doing?
All right, I'm gonna tell you actually since I was admitted to med school, I couldn't play or I couldn't balance my routine, my original routine with playing soccer and med school. So these years, the past 6 years, I wasn't able to play as much as I used to be. So this is some of the hard things that we had to sacrifice in order for me to pass in medicine.
Wow, thanks a lot for sharing it. I guess quite a lot of viewers today will get
Yeah,
it really useful for them.
you
Your
had to
stories that you're sharing.
prioritize your priorities.
Sure,
Of course,
sure, it's
we
an
understand
important
that.
thing.
That life
Thanks.
gets in the way.
Okay, good, good. Let's now move on to another part of our discussion that I really wanted to talk with you. It is the cocktail program because you're also the 2024 cocktail participant. And first question to you, how did you first hear about the cocktail program and what encouraged you to apply?
Uh, all right, okay. As far as the cocktail program, all I remember about the cocktail program is I have got somebody of my acquaintances sent me the application form 2 years ago, I guess, around in 2022. So he sent me the link and he offered me to check out this opportunity. It's a new program that launched a few years back, and he told me if you are interested in capacity building and pursuing more roles in leadership and managing, maybe you're gonna find something you're very good at work with. So back to the 2022, and I tried to read the application form, and I applied actually 2 years back, and I got accepted, but I couldn't handle the responsibility at that time, so I didn't do any assignment back then, and I decided to. There was another chance that the next year I'm gonna apply, and I'm gonna stick to that. And so yeah, I've enrolled again, and I got accepted. And I made sure this time I'm gonna fully dedicate some of my time and to complete all the assignments. And here we are.
Yeah, you're doing a really great job. We really appreciate the hard studying that you're doing, and maybe you have for during this program, you have some memorable experiments on lesson that you learned. So could you please share with us some of this experience that's most memorable or lessons you learned during your time with the cocktail?
Uh, um, there is a few instances where I found myself that I'm really open. I found myself really open to new perspectives and new ways of thinking. For instance, there was an online webinar that launched at the beginning of the program. I guess in the second month or the third month, I don't remember correctly. But the title of that webinar was it was talk about how independent judiciary should be conducted in countries, and it was very interesting topic for me because it allowed me to really consider a lot of things on how governments should work and how countries should conduct their business or conduct their life circumstances. And this was one of the experiences I found very informative throughout the program.
That's really, really
was another
interesting.
instance. It was, I guess, it was around 4 or 5 months ago. That it was an actually not an open webinar. It was an event. It was called the Open Mic Day. Are you familiar with that? Actually, I participated in that Open Mic Day.
I suppose
I had and have recited on the line with other participants. So I was very, very encouraged to do that at that time. It was a very good day. I really enjoyed that moment. Yes.
That's really nice to hear it. That's really nice that our webinars, it's really impactful for the life of our participants. And how did the cocktail program help you develop leadership skills that are applicable to your work in medicine and beyond?
It was, like I said before, the cocktail program provided very, very broad material and broad approaches on how to approach and learn from such topics, and I found that when I invested more and more of my time in doing this assignment and studying these topics and further reading about these elements, I found myself I'm really educating myself more, and I'm really learning, and I'm connecting to the world more. So again, this is really amazing. It has been really productive and important year of my life.
That's true. Cocktail program giving us quite a lot of information for learning, for personal growth. That's really important for everyone succeed in in their goals, in their career. So that's really nice to hear from you. And also, let's back to your medical career and personal development discussion. And my another question to you will be, as far as I remember, you was associate member of the Standing Committee on Medical Education. So could you please share us a bit about this experience that you had? What projects or initiatives have you been involved in?
Okay, I'm gonna speak about the medical association. It's actually a part of a larger organization called the IFMSA. I guess you're familiar with the acronym, right?
Right.
You know the IFMSA. All right, the International Federation of Medical Students Association. So our national organization is called NAMS Yemen. It's the National Association of Medical Students in Yemen, and I've been pretty much for 4 years, up to 4 years right now, a member in the medical education committee. I contributed with my colleagues and my friends on some of the projects. Their impact was locally and very conservative on only the university of our own. And actually, some of the initiatives we planned and we take action to pursue was very fruitful. For instance, there was a program called the accreditation of our own college. So we helped in that program, and we initiated that program. And thank God, this year, in this academic year, 2024 and 2025, we have earned the accreditation in our college. Wow. So now our university is accredited and teaching medical students medicine. So
That's wonderful.
that's
Congrats you. That's really nice to hear.
actually it was very very large program and contributed so much, so little. It was actually the contribution of my colleagues and our dean and our doctors. Thanks to all of them.
And that's really great to hear. That's really great to hear that you being the part of this, you also did your impact on this project and that you did. So that's really nice. And also, as far as I remember, you completed the McKinsey Forward Learning Program in this year. So what were some key takeaways from that experience and how do you apply them to your work or studies?
Actually, this was very recent. I've attended the graduation ceremony last weekend. It was very good, very good. It was very pleasant experience for me. I took I took this program personally. I really enjoyed doing all the assignments in that program, and it was very rewarding experience.
Oh, that's really nice to hear. I'm really glad to meet the person that's attending quite a lot of programs, doing quite a lot of things, also participate different projects. That's really nice. You're doing great job. And at the same time, you're studying. And as far as I know, medical education, it's not so easy. There is quite a lot of things that you need to learn hard and you need to be a professional in that field because you're responsible for people's lives, and that's really nice to hear that we have quite great young people that doing so hard for getting success in the way that they chose. So thank you very much for sharing it. And another question to you, what are some challenges you faced as a medical student in your country and how have you overcome them?
The challenges. All right. Actually, the challenges here in Yemen is quite very large and a lot to take actually for medical students. It ranges from daily life activities into larger aspect like communication, like providing research material, and so on. So I cannot summarize these challenges actually in few words, but I'm gonna tell you about some of the recent and recurring the challenges that medical student like me and even the ones that graduated years ago. I think, in my opinion, the most important challenge for medical students in Yemen that is communication, which is creating networks with other medical students across the globe. Because if you are familiar with our input in the medical conversation or the medicine in general, you're gonna find our contribution is very little or not as well marketed as other neighboring countries such as Egypt or Sudan. So I hope with our effort challenge through, we're gonna make real good progress with that.
That's great to hear that despite of the challenges, there is also the opportunity for growth. So that's really great. And how do you see yourself contribution to the future of medicine in your country as a leader, as a doctor? And in your opinion, what role does capacity building play in creating a stronger healthcare system in Yemen?
How to put this? If we are gonna start from the basis level, and I aspire to become a medical educator after I graduate from med school, inshallah. After that, I'm gonna be able to partake into medical education programs and I will be involved in those advocacy causes for medical education and how to pursue these events and how to allow other association to be involved with Yemen. And I think this is a really great step to take for medical education in Yemen. So I hope I get the chances and I can offer for other people the opportunities to join in this cause, because advocacy is one of the main ways for medical education to advance and to move on into the next level.
Thank you very much for sharing it. And you're doing quite a lot of things. You are studying, you are also participating in different projects. Could you please share with us what keeps you motivates on your excellence experience that you got and you continue to getting in your life? What's helping you to study and also take some extracurricular interest as well?
I guess that is life. That is all we get from life. I am, as a person, if I may speak as a person, I guess there is so little you can invest to medicine or to something this big. So as much as I can do for medicine, I will try to live that life for myself. So it's very, very personal for me. So when I speak about capacity building, or when I speak about leadership roles, or when I speak about advancing our goals, so I take it very personal for me, and I hope this taking it on a personal level be healthy and be very productive for others.
Thank you. And maybe you have some advices that you would give to young people watching this video today, whom you will inspire to balance their studies, or you will share some advices that they can use in their daily life for personal growth, for community involvement effectively.
I would like to tell you to dedicate your energy for the things that you think is most beneficial for you and for your people and for the environment around you. That's the only way to live. That's the only way to contribute. It's through dedication, through hard work.
I guess that's really important words that you just said. That's really important to hear for everyone. And maybe you can share a motivational thought or philosophy that helps you to stay focused and inspired during tough times. Maybe you can share it with our viewers as well, that it also will help them to stay motivated and even during tough times that they have.
I will preferably advise you to read about Stoicism. Have you ever heard about Stoicism?
Yes, I heard about that. I heard about that. That's really interesting, I would say, knowledge.
Yeah. So Stoicism is a way of life. It will allow you to push through these challenges, and it will make you another person by the end line.
That's really great. That's really great. Thank you very much for mentioning that. I guess you're first person that you mentioned about Stoicism, and I also recommend everyone just to read about that, and you will understand how it's really useful could be in your lives, in your work, in your success. So yeah, that's really great that you bring it to the table. And lastly, what would you say to encourage viewers to embrace lifelong learning and take charge of their own growth journeys?
Lifelong learning is the only way to learn. There's nothing around it. You are either dedicate yourself to lifelong learning, or you are not learning at all. If you are learning, if you are putting for yourself a limit for things that you're gonna learn, you will never be enough and you will never be part of the whole process or the whole fact of being human. So as we are a human being, so be ready to undertake this journey and become more invested in ourselves and in our environment. So I wish for
Thank you very
everybody
much.
to
I
take this
completely agree
journey.
with you. I completely agree with you. Every day we need to learn something. Every day we need to grow. Even I, that already got 2 degrees and also have my job. I have some projects that you're doing. I started businesses, but at the same time, every day I'm still learning and doing some hard learning process. So right now I'm in the 2 courses, so it's still hard sometimes to manage it, but yeah, it's really important to learn every day. And thank you very much for mentioning it, and thank you very much for being with us today. Maybe you have last thing that you would like to share with our viewers, last sentence, I don't know, some philosophy, some recommendations that you would like to do. If so, please do so.
Um, I don't know. I don't have anything else in the back of my mind to recommend for everyone. I just wish for people to be more honest and to be more invested in their practice.
Thank you, Basil. Thank you one more time for your time, for being with us today, for sharing your incredible story and insights with us today. And yeah, your dedication to medicine, to leadership, and continuous learning is truly inspiring. And even you remind me about all my experience that I am also doing and learning that I'm doing in the same time, and that's really inspiring, and you even motivate me to think even more about something additionally. It's really great, and it's clear that your work is creating a positive impact and for your community, for everything that beyond of you. And to our viewers, I also want to thank for joining us today for this insightful conversation. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Cocktail YouTube channel for more inspiring interviews with change makers like Basil. And until next time, stay inspired and keep striving for greatness. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Bowman. Have a great night.
Thanks.